Hello guys, Nightspectre here, bringing you some more gameplay footage of me playing Fiddle in the Middle. Now, I have played Fiddle in the Middle a few times. I don't do it too often because it's Fiddle in the Middle. It's not really all that good, trust me. If you can, in ranked perhaps, you can use him as a counter to various champions, especially champions who do not have a stun. Then he's quite great. If they don't have too much burst though. So in a way, against a Vladimir you should be able to win your lane. Against a Ryze you should be able to win your lane, though pretty much everyone should. Against a Lux you also have chances as long as you are able to at least dodge a final spark. And that's pretty much it. Though as long as they don't have a stun, you should be fine. Now in my case I'm fighting a cannon, which is not really the best of options. And as you can hear right about now, Alwaysmoist is in the game and we were on raid calls, so you will hear him from time to time. I will try to be louder than him, like right about now, but sometimes that won't be the case, so if you're scared of Dutch, please be careful. This does contain Dutch. The thing is, if I tell him to speak English, then he is all like, oh, I'm gonna spoil Game of Thrones now, and I'm like, no, don't do that. But at least he makes puns, so that kind of makes up for it. We shall see in the future, I don't really care. So in this game, in the beginning of it, I will lost it very good for no apparent reason. I haven't played Fiddle at all in Season 3. And I think his auto attack is faster than last time I played him in the middle. I'm not too certain though.
The end is near.
So I will only miss one minion in the first 3 waves, so I'm pretty proud of that, though. In the end it will all go backwards really fast. First blood on the bottom lane. I think it will be a double kill, I'm not too certain. No, not a double kill, doesn't matter. So that's my miss. It was a pity indeed. But in the end it doesn't even matter. What you want to do with Fiddle in the middle is try to use Dark Wind at the perfect moment. Which is another thing I will do now because I'm so caught up with farming. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna use Dark Wind to farm. The thing you want to use it is when there aren't that many minions on your enemy's side, you then cast it once your enemy is close to them, and then it should bounce to him like 2 times in a row. You can also then level Darkwind first to increase your poke and your wave clearance, which after this game I think I will do in the future if I continue playing Fiddle in the middle. Because one of his weaknesses is that he doesn't have that great of a pushing potential, unlike Cannon for instance. So, as a Fiddle you want to gank as quickly as possible if you're level 6. It's a very strong gank, you can come out of nowhere to get the kill, but if you're unable to push your lane fast enough, then you're just forced to stay in your lane, unable to do anything unless you want to miss out a lot of farm, which is not something I'm willing to do. The way I play him is I level my Drain to level 2 and then I immediately level up my Terrify because Terrify is such a good ability. As you can see, Rammus wants to gank me, I Terrify him. No problems there. I Drain minion, I don't get lost for it, but at least I'm back to full health. Which is why I didn't go for health potions at all. As a Fiddle, you should be able to drain after an exchange and then you should be back to relatively full health. If not, then drain another, the cooldown isn't all that high. Oh no, the tower, he's gonna take a minion, what a bastard. Oh, the Rammus got kills, what a bastard. I think he got a double kill. We shall see. Yes indeed, the double kill for the old armadillo, but he died in the end, so that's at least his double buff gone, which is great. Though the Rammus is going to gank a whole lot. Fiddle is also good to assist your jungler in ganking because that Terrify, if you level it first, as I do, it has such a long control of your enemy. It's insane, it's like 3 seconds. If they do not go Mercury threats, they will die. Same for Rammus' down though, so that's gonna be a pity. The thing is, I'm fighting with a Darius, and Darius' ganking potential isn't all that good before he gets boots of mobility, so the way that he's going to play this game is he is going to ask for a lot of lane tax. So he's going to steal a lot of minions on my end, which isn't too bad because I am ahead with the farm for like 10. Yes, exactly 10. So it's not that bad that he steals minions, but in the end I will kind of lose in the mid game very badly, and it's mostly my fault as well. So we shall learn from this experience. We shall learn. Also, don't pick Fiddle if you have a... Oh no! So Ram again with the gang, but now he is able to get close to me. Which means only one thing. That means he uses his power ball once he is inside the bush of the riverside. So if I ward the river, I should be fine, which is normally a thing you don't do against a Rammus, because Rammus can use his power ball from far away and then gank. And not to show what he's trying now. He's just trying to annoy me and to miss a minion. What a bastard. So, what was I saying? Oh yes, that normally Ramesses are able to powerball from far away and still are able to reach you in the river, in the lane with huge speed. So they are able to, well, knock you up and then taunt you. If he goes from the river, that means that you see him coming. And you should be able to just walk away safely. You normally don't do that because Rammus normally doesn't go powerball inside the river. Though against the Fiddle he must, because if I terrify him and he already used powerball through the halfway point when he finally reached me, and he gets terrified after that, he will lose his powerball, and that means he won't be able to catch me. So I should be warding my river, then again I won't. Well, for now I don't have wards to begin with, so, and I can't be blamed for that. I am farming quite well, and as a Fiddle you want to brush your hourglass as fast as possible, which is why the minute I have 1600 gold, I am going for the needlessly large rod. You can't stop me, nor can you blame me. I see Rammus there at the Darius, but I didn't see it. Some way, I don't know why, it doesn't even matter how hard I try, but I have less map control than I normally have, and I really don't know why. Is it because I really want to farm that much that I focus on farming solely and ignore what happens on the minimap? It could be. Now I know what's happening on the minimap. Well, I'm watching it now, but I think even live I've oh, well, they pinged, so it's not hard for me to notice it then. Though I do notice where Rammus is. I didn't buy wards, as you could see. I only had 1600 gold. I had to wait in base for a whole lot of time before I was able to buy wards. What I could do to prevent this is to quickly farm up my lane and then immediately recall again. But if you can see, I'm a Fiddle. My pushing potential isn't all that great. I didn't level Darkwind first. I'm going to try and level up Darkwind first if I next time play Fiddle, but Darkwind isn't your biggest damage spell. Not at all. It is your drain, and if your Terrify has a long enough stun duration or fear duration, you are able to drain for a very long time. Now, Cannon is going to spot me here, which is a pity indeed. He's going to... Oh no, it's a Fiddle! Ah! But he will die in the end. Now, I also have the Fiddle Me Tibbers skin, which I love. And this is going to be funny. Rammus with the gank on a level 6 Darius. So, what Darius did do great is because, well, he has 0 ganking potential. He just needs to walk up. Is that he leveled up before the Rammus. And, well, Rammus is just going to bleed to death. Which is a pity indeed for the poor old armadillo. But then again, what can you do about it? So again, leveling up Terrify just to increase the fear duration. Not that shabby at all. This was a perfect time for me to go and recall, but because I need to do blue myself, I thought, oh, I'm gonna do blue. Which is not the best of ideas, because as you see, I don't have wards. Rammus is in a ganking spree. He has been doing nothing but ganking, making him a little bit behind on the Darius level-wise, though farm-wise and money-wise, Rammus should be ahead. Now, the Blitzcrank is going to be a little bit of a BMing the Nidalee quite a lot this game, so Nidalee is going to be quite a frustrated kitty. And you will see, I should have ignored her, put her on ignore so you won't have to see what she says, but I'm sorry, I forgot. And quite frankly, I'm pretty good at ignoring people regardless of not being able to see their chat or not, so for me the ignore button isn't all that viable because I can ignore no matter what. But maybe you won't be able to ignore, we shall see. In the end, I find it more funny than it is annoying, because it's weird that people can think that way, isn't it? So here you will see my first mistake. I am overextending all the way over the middle. Cannon can lightning rush to me, which means that he can close the gap very quickly. I used my Dark Wind, which is a silence that I might be able to use when Rammus goes in, and here Rammus goes. Cannon ult goes in, Slicing Maelstrom stuns me, followed up by the taunt, no escape. So that's going to be a blue buff given to the cannon. Now Darius will say, Fiddle, you should ward. And I will. So don't be careful, Darius. I almost had enough for the arm guard though, so that's a pity. I could wait in base to buy the arm guard, which will hasten the time that I will have my hourglass. But in the end I think, alright, I'll go for the Spirit Stone because I am going for the Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, which gives me a lot of spell vamp, which makes my drain very powerful. You will see that in the team fights to come. Though for now I will just continue to die and play horrible. I'm not able to farm. I have 77 cannon I couldn't see, but I think I'm still a little bit ahead on the cannon, but he's catching up rapidly. And Darius is never gonna leave my lane, to be honest. Well, in a way it makes it so that he can carry us. Darius is arc strong. The thing with jungle Darius is of course that he can't farm as much as he would be able to on top. So his itemization will be going a little bit down the drain. But in the end I should be fine. So now I'm going to focus on warding, trying to do a cheeky Fiddle ult. You can do those cheeky Fiddle ults over the wall in the middle. If your enemy doesn't expect that, you can kill them, trust me. Especially if you're ahead in your lane. So now I'm not paying attention. The Darius is in combat with the cannon. And I was too busy first warding and then of course last hitting. So Darius will die. And I won't be able to help him. If I were to see it, I could have ultied in and we probably would have been able to turn it around. Now I am unable to fear the Rammus because I thought if I turn around to fear, he will taunt me and I will die. And in the end, he taunted me regardless. So I should have feared no matter what. It might have made it so that he couldn't knock me up. But in the end, of course, he leveled his puncturing taunt first, giving a very big stun indeed. So I'm going for Mercury Threats immediately. We have Cannon with the stuns. We have Rammus with the taunts. We have Blitzcrank with his 3 crowd control moves. We have Leona with her 3 crowd control moves. I'm going for Mercury Threats, thank you very much. So I think this will be the last fail on my part. I will do a few more fails, but in the end they will turn out more funny than fails, so it should be fine. And I think I'm going to mute Dry a little bit when he talks. For now he is a little bit bummed up, I can't really blame him. He has a little bit of troubles in his lane. It's a Leona versus Leona lane, so more likely than not. It always feels bad when you lose that lane. Because you might feel a little bit responsible though. Hey, it's League of Legends, just play your support, am I right? Though this time around it probably is. I've seen her destroy wards, it's not pretty. It's not pretty, Leona. If you destroy wards, you need to do it in style. You're Leona. You do the hee-ha-ha, and the ward is destroyed. So, Cannon is pushing me rather hard. I am trying all my might to prevent him from pushing. Well, if I would use all of my might, I would have actually leveled Dark Wind first. But that would reduce my damage output and my utility. So I'm not too certain what I will do. They are doing Dragon Eye. I think, alright, this is perfect for me to go in with the Dark. Oh my god, Misfortune. She was able to channel up a full ultimate. And well then, I was unable to do anything at all because I was daunted. But at the very least, we will have Misfortune. Alwaysmoist will be able to flash away. And it was a 1 for 2. So they won this, but Rammus without mana is going to just powerball against the Darius. So yeah. Not that smart, Rammus. So it's a 2 for 2, which isn't all that bad. We didn't prevent them from taking Dragon, though. Finally, I have my Mercury Threats. I still don't have my Hourglass, and I should have rushed it. I didn't. I always wanted to buy small items because I was getting frustrated with my lane. Because it's Rammus, man. He's so annoying to lane against. He will always pop up, and you will most likely then not be able to prevent him from doing whatever he wants to do with you. So Leona, you need to work on your ward clearance there, though it's a small thing, but in the end it shows whether or not you're a good Leona or not. If you're able to destroy a ward in a single hit, well, it's not really a single hit though. Shield of Daybreak resets your auto attack. Afterwards, if you move a little bit after the Shield of Daybreak, it will reset your auto attack again, so you are able to do 3 strikes in a very short period of time. meaning that the ward is cleared faster, meaning that your opponents won't be able to kill you for killing the ward or kill your own pink ward with the pink ward they place by themselves. Cannon now making a huge mistake using Lightning Rush to do damage onto me. Now keep in mind, I have boots and Darius has boots of mobility, so he will just get crowd controlled in the end. And quick learn there. Use your Dark Wind to finish off your enemies. You will get more kills that way. Drain is not a reliable killing tool. It is a good spell, don't get me wrong, but to get the last hit, you can use your Dark Wind and you will be able to farm champion kills way quicker than that. And now, Fiddle me timbers, I'm going to die. No, I'm just going to heal back up with the Drain, and well, Rammus is going to die as well. Too bad my Dark Wind was still on cooldown, but in the end we got a kill out of it. I'm going to take the middle tower. Darius, Leona, you take the little misfortune. So me and Alwaysmoist will take the middle tower. Darius and Leona should be fine against the misfortune, though Leona almost dying there. So all that's left is the Blitzcrank and Nidalee. They should be fine. Nidalee is going the AD tanky Nidalee, which is made for pushing lanes and just annoy your opponents, because you always need 2 players to prevent her from pushing, and then even then she will just most likely than not just pounce away and survive. Though that is the tactic, I'm not saying that will actually work out in the end. Oh, epic foresight! Yeah, this is again edited in post because I'm not going to commentate a game in English whilst Alwaysmoist is in the game in Dutch, and even if he's talking English, it's not like a real commentary, because most likely than not I'm talking with him instead of with you guys, and it's the point of the gist of it, is that I talk with you, the audience, and not with Alwaysmoist, the fool of a took. He's bigger than me, so he's not really hobbit-sized. I am hobbit-sized. Hello, I'm a hobbit, and I don't know how old hobbits gets. I know Bilbo had a birthday in the first of the Lord of the Rings movie, but I forgot which age he was. So, if you guys know, put it in the comments below which age Bilbo is. I want to know in the Lord of the Rings saga, not in the Hobbit saga, which isn't actually a saga, it's one book. But hey, I like the movie, which is a whole lot more than I can say from other people's. So here, something stupid will happen. Blitzcrank with a very good flash. That's a very hard flash to do. He will succeed. We will go in onto the Rammus, but Darius already used his Apprehend to, well, try to get the Blitzcrank, which didn't work. I will be able to cast Dark Wind, but guess what? I didn't level Dark Wind, so the damage isn't all that great. Cannon, hello! Goodbye. Terrify is so much fun if you level it first, though. But I will keep in mind that I will not level my Drain first, and in the end I will level my Dark Wind. It all makes sense now that I think about it. You need to be stationary to cast Drain. And that doesn't work really all that much, to be honest, because your enemies will run away from you. Okay, if you're able to hit your Terrify, they are a little bit stationary, not that much though. If you Terrify an opponent, he can just walk away just as easily. You don't control the direction in which they get terrified to. But as you can see, I basically don't have the time to use Drain, so level up Dark Wind secondly or first. Though level up Terrify first, it's such a good ability. And we shall here get the double kill. Flash Apprehend by the Darius should concern us the kill. He will of course use his ultimate to kill secure the Blitzcrank. Rammus of course will just walk away. There was someone else there I couldn't see, but my minimap wasn't lying. I think it was Leona. So Rammus here using his Tremors, meaning that, okay, I'm not going in. I don't have my ultimate anyway. So I thought, alright, Cross Storm is off cooldown. I'm not going to go in, alright. I am going to drain this little bastard and Terrify him just to check out whether or not Terrify still works on minions. It does, because of course Fiddlesticks is primarily a jungler. Though lately Riot has been removing spells onto minions because, quite frankly, it's annoying. If you cast a spell you want to cast on a champion and it goes onto a minion instead, and you forget to press the button that makes it so that you cannot attack a minion, it's quite annoying. Isn't that right, Rammus? Go ram a minion. Terrify on a Rammus when he powerballs, it's so funny. He just crashes into stuff. Enemy killing a spree? Oh, that's going to be nasty. I was afraid that Rammus knew where I was, but in the end he will find himself a nice little Darius. It is very... I'm afraid for the Rammus though. I wasn't able to terrify him, which is bad again. So Rammus will be able to walk away. I don't know why I didn't terrify him to begin with. It's always guessing what you want to do. Either you want to terrify or you want to silence. If there are multiple enemies, go for silence. If there is only one, terrify. Keep that in mind, Nightspectre. Here I going in for the silence. Should have terrified, because in this position, draining isn't all that safe. If I drained on top, Leona had to run all the way around of the tree, and well, she would have died. Now I am going to use my Crowstorm, but I'm out of mana. So I'm like, oh god, I'm out of mana. But I survived. I survived. It's all according to the plan, man. It's according to the plan. I'm fine. And I finally haven't... Well, I already had way than enough money for the hourglass. But in the end, I have enough money for the hourglass. Isn't that great? It is. So, Alwaysmoist and Leona will do dragon. I was too low. I'm sorry. I didn't want to risk it. And then I'm going for the egoistical approach. I could go for the Will of the Ancients. It would give Spellvamp to my Nidalee, which will, of course... Considering she's an AD Nidalee, she will have the heals of a god. No, she will not. Meaning that she won't need a blue buff at all, because she's AD Nidalee. Epic foreshadowing, guys. Epic foreshadowing. Anyway, let's just try and have fun, shall we? Though, because this is in post, I can't really do all that much. Now, Nidalee dying here and not blaming it on us. Now, this is a very good grab by Leona. It made it so that I can drain for the full duration. But she got grabbed by Blitzcrank, so in the end she will die. Though she did it for the greater good, my fear will make it so that the cannon will die. Darkwind, of course, to finish him off. The drain is a little bit risky for another reason, that it sticks long on your enemy. It sticks way longer than you would think, longer than the initial cast range. But you still need to make sure that you will get the kill. So if he walks away out of your range, and he's still in range for Darkwind has the longest range of all your spells, which is another reason I expect you to level it first. I get it, okay? I will. Next time I play Fiddle in the middle, trying to fiddle with your middle, I will level Darkwind first and check out the difference between the lanes. We shall see. Buying wards is important, ladies and gentlemen. Always buy wards. You could see it in the beginning of the game. It killed me. So, I pretty much have the core that I want. I also, of course, want Rabadon's Death Cap because it will increase my damage. But in the end, this will be my itemization. So, the Spirit of the Spectral Wraith, the Hourglass for obvious reasons. You are a stationary champion after you ulted anyway. Though you don't want to use your Hourglass as many times as you would like. As long as you have your ult going and you aren't being focused, you should be able to get away. Nidalee, of course, going to die. I will try to silence the enemies and then try and drain the cannon, for I knew Darius was near, so he should be able to get the kill onto cannon. Apprehends him and then unable to ult through an amazing taunt of the Rammus, but it's not over yet, because here comes the Terrify. Ah, he's able to walk away, isn't he? Oh, why did he use... What? Thank you! That at least made it a little bit easier. So, I thought Cannon might have been able to get away. Maybe he was afraid of the bleed coming from Darius, making it so that he thought, okay, I need to use my Hourglass or I will die. It made it so that we could catch him, though. So, I'm not too certain. He was dead either way, then. So, he should have risked surviving the blood shreds. And, well, tried to hold on. In the end, he died. A lot of them died. Leona and Nidalee going in for a fight. I have more interest in the inhibitor tower, though. But they should be fine. Nidalee has the Frostbrand Gauntlet, so yeah, they should get a kill quite easily. Now Blitzcrank is standing at that tower though, so I am trying to cast my fear onto him through the minions. It didn't work. Blitzcrank standing on the Nidalee trap, making it easier for us to, well, shoot him with spears. Though it's an AD Nidalee, there's no point in using your spears. Great flash by Leona, but Rammus was able to flash with her, so she will die regardless. Not too sure what she was doing there to begin with, but hey, at least she tried. Oh, actually, I might be rushing Abyssal Scepter first, because it's a great fiddle item. So your passive, Dread, already gives you a lot of magic resistance reduction, flat magic resistance reduction, not percentual. So together combined with the Abyssal Scepter, it works great. Because afterwards I should go for a Void Staff. Nidalee, of course, surviving the Home Guard Ramus, which is so fast. Thank God she's a Nidalee. Now, I thought blue would be up right about now, but apparently I'm mistaken. I wonder why. The way I'm mistaken. I'm positive. There's no way that someone of our team would have taken blue. So, look at all these minions here, guys. Look at all these minions. I'm a Fiddle. I can't farm them quickly enough. Damn you! Alwaysmoist tricked me in getting the right minion, and then I missed the big one because of it. You bastard! So, if you want to learn Dutch, links means left. And it also means cat. Those big cats you kind of see from time to time. Oh my god, it's Leona! Oh, I'm not too afraid though. She's going to stun me and then walk away. My Terrify has a 3 seconds duration. Will I be able to cast it? Nope, I will not. Ah! Ravis the bullet time! Oh, very nice grab there onto the enemy Leona. I will drain her. I finally have my Spectral Wraith, so I can drain quite a bit and heal quite a lot. Thank you very much. I will drain the wrong minion though. I thought I clicked the other one that Darius wasn't focusing, but in the end it doesn't even matter. And here I will show you the power of Fiddlesticks. So, if you're playing against the Fiddlesticks, be certain you ward all the crammy places that he can gank you from, because that ultimate is very strong if you don't see it coming. It's a surprise! The element of surprise is big on Fiddle. If you aren't able to surprise your enemy, you fail. But this time on, they should realize, because I placed a ward there and Cannon saw me placing it down, that I was going in with the Cross Storm. So here I go. Leona's noticing this, will place down the perfect ult. After a while, maybe she already used it. Now I'm finally going to use the Hourglass because I was tanking the turret. But as you can see, it wasn't necessary for me to use Hourglass, which would make it so that I had to stand still in a position I didn't want to be. So instead, I kept on walking towards my enemies. Crossstorm does a lot of damage. Keep in mind that you really want to keep that on top of your enemies at all time. Nidalee going to not survive the Blitzcrank because she always decides to fight. She's going to blame it onto us, probably. Oh no, she's not. She's finally going to blame it on the Blitzcrank. So we got our first inhibitor in the game, guys! Yay! Let's have a party! Not because I am, of course, birthday surprise Fiddlesticks. Not because of that. So we'll have 2 inhibitors then. That calls for a party. Okay, we're not overextending. Or will we? I really want to. Oh my god, that's a speedy Ramus. He was able to taunt. I wasn't able to Terrify, really enough, but I'm going to run away if you don't mind. Goodbye. I did try to Terrify the Leona so she can continue to stun the Graves. I did try to fear them all. Silence them all, but Ramus, of course, you cannot escape Ramus. So we only lost 1, which wasn't all that bad, though. We shouldn't have lost a single person. We should have walked away. My blue is up, but I'm too low on mana, and I have enough money for a needlessly large rod, so I'm first going to buy that, and then I'm going to do blue. This should be alright, right? This should be fine. So, I will go Rabadon's Death Cap after this, then probably the Abyssal Scepter, then probably a Void Staff, and that should be all the items. So, that's Glass Cannon Fiddle, though you should be able to do that because you have the Hourglass. You can go Glass Cannon, use the Hourglass. Oh no, Nidalee! Are you AP, Nidalee? Then I would give it to you every day. But you're not, you're AD, Nidalee. Play your role, gosh darn it. So I think she's gonna give up on the, pushing the other lane Nidalee build. Well, she still goes with the build, don't get me wrong. But she's no longer going to split push. Which is alright, I suppose. Split pushing has its risks no matter what. It makes it so that we have to be in a 4v5 situation, unless of course they prevent Nidalee from split pushing, which they always do, so in a way it would be a 4-on-4, and it makes it so that Blitzcrank wasn't fighting us, which is huge actually, because Blitzcrank is quite strong against Fiddlesticks. He can silence me, he can, well, pull players, so if he's not being split pushed, he should be able to do as much as possible. So in the end, he is actually caught a little bit, but there's a Rammus and a Leona there, so we weren't unable. Oh my god, Flash, every ult in the world going down on top of Alwaysmoist. So it's a pity indeed, but I'm going to do quite the same thing. So as you can see, keep walking. He used his silence on me, so the minute I was about to die, I walked away. I'm going to cast my Dark Wind, silence them, and then just flash away. As long as you have flash, use it, guys. It's a great ability. Use it in your advantage. Go in deep. It's like when you have a Guardian Angel. Just go in as deep as you want. You have Guardian Angel. You can do that. Now, this will probably be the end. Yes, indeed, they are going to surrender. They weren't able to stop us in the end anyway. So, guys, this is how I play Fiddle in the middle. I might do another Fiddle gameplay footage eventually, when the time is right. Lately I've been playing mid a little bit more, which is weird. Players been locking in support before I'm able to pick support, so I don't mind. I love playing mid. It's an easier lane, let me tell you that thing. Though I lost it quite hard in this game, so I should be talking. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Whatever it is I'll do, whenever it is I'll do it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.